you're on for 5 minutes quickly.
Try to be quick. Thank you both for being here today, and thank you for your service to our country. Before swearing into Congress this year, I spent some time on the ground as a civilian in both Afghanistan and Iraq. I'm left with two clear impressions during this process from my experience in the field, and that's one, I am absolutely confident in the capabilities of both our military forces and our civilian forces to successfully run a counterinsurgency program in Afghanistan. But my other impression is I'm left with a very serious concern about the fact that our success here is largely dependent on what happens on the other side of the border in Pakistan, where our civilian, to a large extent, and our military forces are not really present. Recognizing that you're not responsible, either of you, specifically for issues that concern areas outside of Afghanistan, General, I wonder if you could just comment, please, on the additional forces sent. What kind of capability did they give us to control the ability of our enemies to cross that border and harm our mission in Afghanistan?
We will put some of the force along the border, some partnering with the Afghan border police, some operating in regular military locations. But the bulk of our forces will, in fact, be protecting the population. What it will really do is, if elements come from across the border, what they won't be able to do is get at their objective, which is the people in the key population centers. So I think it's a denial that, that really upsets their entire ability to operate their strategy, which is undercut population security.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. I'm also concerned with their ability to get at our forces who are there protecting the Afghan population. Are you confident that we'll be more successful with that mission given the additional forces?
I am.
Thank you very much. And Ambassador, you've mentioned today the importance of not just focusing on the national level Afghan government, but focusing down at the local level. Can you just give us an idea of your confidence, the ability of the Afghans to work together with us to develop those capabilities so that we'll be able to hand off?
Congressman, we're innovating right now. We're working closely with our military partners to try to figure out the right combinations of local governance reinforced by the central government of Afghanistan. What's the right mix of very basic services that need to get delivered? What are the right kind of combinations of justice programs? What I would tell you that in some areas I've got confidence we're starting to see the outlines of what success could look like. But against that, if you were to ask me what is our #1 challenge on the civilian side right now, it is at the local level, trying to figure out as we go through the mantra now, the approach of clear, hold, build, but ultimately to transfer. This is probably our biggest challenge right now as we go into rural areas of Afghanistan or population centers in the south and the eastern Afghanistan. Our military forces move in. How do we get to that point that we can actually then transfer governance responsibility, deliver of services to the Afghan people? This is one of our greatest challenges.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Mr. Chairman, I give back.
Thank the gentleman, Mr. Hunter.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity.